symptom is suicidal attempts. People who contemplate suicide. You know, you're watching and you have thought of going to the where they buy rat, hizi dawa za panya. Or maybe you've thought of purchasing a rope. You know, you've been having suicidal attempts. You're feeling worthless, feeling hopeless. You're not feeling that energy of actually living a day. You know, there's this saying that people say that YOLO, you only live once. But I will say you don't live once. You live every day. You only die once. So whatever you do each day matters.
What usually happens for somebody to, because I would call that an extreme, what usually happens to get somebody to that space? People, just take us through the mind of somebody who is undergoing a crisis of whatever kind, and how does it get to a point that you want to take your own life? What stages, or what usually happens for that to be an option for someone?
For you to feel like you want to contemplate suicide, or you want to take your life, you've probably gone through a lot of societal pressure. You know, maybe you're facing pressure from family. If you're a lady, you're probably 30 years and you're not married, and your family is stressing you. When are you going to get married? When are you going to get kids? You are a man and you're in a relationship with someone, and they want you as a man, there's that pressure. Maybe this partner is giving to you. You know, they want you as the man to maintain a certain standard. You know, there's too much pressure. And you know, statistics shows that most men die of suicide compared to women, because women talk. For a man, it is very difficult for a man to talk.
No, jikaze ki mwanaume, you know, jikaze, you keep it in there, you hold it until, you know.
There's that cultural perspective of actually there are some tribes that mwanaume akienda kuongea issue yake anaonekana kwa weak. But we need to break that stigma. It is very okay for a man to break down or feel vulnerable. It is very okay for a man to cry. It is very okay for a man to seek for help. But the problem is, because I was having a conversation a few days earlier, and there's a man, I asked this friend of mine who is male, why is it a challenge for you to open up as a man? And the issue is, who am I going to talk to? If maybe I am married, I tell my wife I'm going through this and that. Then anytime we have an issue with my wife will go telling everybody what I'm going through. Maybe if I have an issue, I tell a friend that I am going through this and that. The following day, this friend will upload it on social media.
It will be out there.
It will be out there.
One thing you said there is, it is okay not to be okay.
Yes.
And it is okay to say that you're not okay.
Exactly.
This culture that we're used to all, ukiulizwa, how are you doing? You're always okay. Whether you're okay or not, it doesn't matter. All of us are okay. Anyway, in public, we put our best performance each and every day. It is okay not to be okay.
Yes.
But then you talked about opening up and sharing what you're going through.
For sure.
But do we have a society that is ready to receive this information? And do we have a society that is empowered on how they should act on this information? Because yes, open up and talk to someone, but are we ready to hear, to have those difficult conversations when your friend comes in and places that difficult conversation on the table? Do we have a society that is ready to really be on the receiving end and to really act right at that particular point?
As much as we may not have a society whereby we may be able to handle whichever issue a friend comes to tell you, but one thing I'd say, it starts with you. You know, there is a friend who asked me a question, the same question you're asking me, but aliniuliza, how do we do it? How can one be able to just step up, or maybe go to someone and share whatever they're going through, you know? And I told them this, it all starts with you. What are you doing? You know, there are these conversations we have on our phones. You just text someone hi, and they reply hi too. And you ask them, how are you? And they say, I am fine. And most of us leave it at that.
That's the norm. We are always fine.
Don't leave it at that. If you're a manipulator, maybe you'll ask maybe let's say you want to borrow money. Because there are people who do that, maybe just they're checking up on you, but they have an intention.
They want something,
But don't leave it at when this person has said, I am fine. Ask them, how is work? How is school, if they're studying? How is family?
So you be specific.
Be specific. Get into depth. Get to know how this person is how this person is. But now there are people who mask it. There are people who show that smiley emoji that they are fine, but deep down they are not. You know, in Kenya there is one thing Kenyans we are known for: memes. Kenyans na memes tunakuanga mbele sana. And there's one thing I came to, there's a research I did. And you know, nowadays people don't open up, but people open up through memes. And
their status,
exactly.
And their social media updates, by the way, if you follow the thread.
Exactly.
The thread.
Nowadays I've been so intentional in checking and reading whatever that meme is saying. Because maybe this person is suicidal. And this meme is actually telling this person is suicidal. And maybe you think it's a meme, but maybe this person is going through a lot. And these people who upload memes, they're just living. They don't have anything to do. They just have time for just uploading memes. Again,
apologies for those who like posting memes.
It is not bad posting memes, but please make sure you check on your friend.
Yeah, why are you doing it? Yeah.
Because the people who hide behind memes.
Yeah, true.
Now, there are also people, when they're going through a challenge, they deactivate their social media. You probably, maybe I followed you on